Speaking with this year's Salutatorian often leaves the person in awe. His interests and accomplishments are varied. He is a top math student, but also a top English and history student. He is a lover of languages, taking AP courses on his own, studying etymology and psychology and literature, and writing programs and formulas in math and science. This young man chooses his words wisely, saying much with few words. He embodies the notion that actions speak louder than words, and as evidenced by his long list of community service projects, a member of the National Honor Society and marching band, as well as an Eagle Scout, this year's Salutatorian, who will attend Middlebury College, is the multi-talented Ethan Brady.
I'd first like to thank the Academy. This is a true honor. I'd also like to thank Lenny's Pizza for nourishing me throughout the years. I really couldn't have done it without you. Graduates, faculty, Board of Education, parents, relatives, pets, and old people who just come to these things. Good evening, and congratulations to the Bernardsville High School class of 2014. Today we will receive something special, something only 88% of Americans will ever know, a high school diploma. You heard that right, folks. We now have a crushing advantage over 12% of the national workforce. Don't get me wrong, I take my task today very seriously. I decided to prepare for the speech I'm giving today with the same intensity that many of us have given to an important paper. So late last night I began. I watched some TV, listened to some Kanye, and finally opened my browser. Then I checked Twitter, but it was pretty dead at such a late hour. So anyway, I searched and searched for ways to describe the 4 long years we spent at this place. And I think Wikipedia put it best when it said that Bernardsville High School is a comprehensive 4-year regional public high school in Somerset County, New Jersey, United States. Well, that about sums it up. Thanks and good luck. I could tell you with the rest of my speech how great an impact we are to make on the world. I could pamper your ears with battle cries of how we'll excel as doctors and lawyers and business executives, or how we'll undoubtedly succeed in life. But I won't do that. I don't want to perpetuate our society's sense of entitlement to a well-paying job, a fine house, and a beautiful family in a nice, quiet suburb filled with ticky-tacky little boxes. It is foolish for us to say the world owes us a living. The world owes us nothing. It was here first. Instead, I want to share with you a conversation between 2 people pondering the size of the universe, for in it contains the essential quality about being alive on this earth. It goes something like this. Is the universe infinite? Yes. How do you know? Because all the evidence points to it. But are you sure? No, but I'm almost certain. Uncertainty is the only thing of which one can be certain. Change is the only constant. Some of the greatest thinkers and innovators, Da Vinci, Galileo, Einstein, Steve Jobs, they lived in the present, but they were ever cognizant of the future. They lived with a sense of urgency and a keen self-reflection, perceiving faults in the present, rather than accepting it. They analyzed, criticized, and responded to what parts showed weakness, and they thought, wrote, and built an innovation to reduce that weakness. They were never certain of their progress, never 100% positive that what they were doing would better the situation, because they couldn't be. But their efforts were concentrated on reducing this inevitable uncertainty as much as possible. This very process of reducing uncertainty became the catalyst for change. It spurred them on to actualize their vision of the future. I could say the quality that each of these innovators possessed was an undying determination to succeed, a deep-seated desire to accomplish that which induced awe in others. But more truthfully, it was their introspection, their criticism, their perpetual discomfort with the status quo that guided them along the winding way of progress. They were not devoid of a desire to turn back, but they pressed on, preserving themselves until they reached an adequate place to rest. It was here where they placed the flag marked status quo, caught their breath, maybe sipped some water. Then those behind them picked up the flag, continuing with it along that winding way of innovation. I urge us all, even those in the audience who have many years to live, to be revolutionary. Reject the status quo. It's bound to change anyway, so why not be the one to do it? Take up the flag left behind by the traveler ahead, even when those around you turn around or take the clearer trail. Lastly, do not conform, for with conformity comes the downfall of the individual human spirit. Soon we'll all be looking back on this night as a distant memory of a cool Thursday evening with hundreds of faces whose details will probably fade from the fabric of this past vision. What will it mean 50 years from now to turn our tassels from one side of our caps to the other, or to receive a signed piece of paper certifying that we are finally capable of work? Rather than cling to the senses and colors of this transient memory, we should view it in the context of where we will be then. How did this memory get me here? How did it spur change? How was it the catalyst for self-reflection, and what countering forces made the journey worth it? As always, class of 2014, we will beat on, boats against the current. Congratulations, and may the odds be ever in our favor. Thank you.